Okay, guys, it's a very bright Sunday afternoon और जो मेरा गेस्ट है आज उसके लिए एक मैंने बहुत अच्छा इंट्रो सोच के रखा है. So I'm going to say it. मैं लिखा नहीं, I've remembered it और ना कोई teleprompter है, so I'm just going to say it. Well, she is Mumbai की रानी. She knows how to बजाओ ganas, but at the same time she also loves to बजाओ people who don't do right things. Of course, I have known of her for a very long time, ever since I was in Mumbai and listening to radio and working in radio. But I know her personally since last year when she came to Dubai and we partied together. And she's such a party girl कि आज भी वो party कर रही है और वो गोवा में है. और I don't have to say anything more. I'll just introduce you to Malishka.
The
There
क्या
she is.
introduction था. I love the combination of how you said सच्चाई की मूरत and party girl in the same phrase. Please meet Flipping को, my friend. मैं इसलिए
Okay,
party
she's
कर रही हूँ
joining us.
Ron क्योंकि
Okay.
it's my birthday bro. I'm talking to you during my
Oh,
birthday time. ये
oh my
सोचो कौन
God!
बोलेगा?
Happy birthday! You didn't tell us that. Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
because
all the
it's बता दे फिर मैं तेको बता 11 तारीख
all
को
the
है
अच्छा
11
11 को आई थिंक अमिताभ
अभी
बच्चन.
सेम मास्टर
अरे,
नंबर
so okay, अमिताभ बच्चन is turning 79. पूरी दुनिया जानती है. What about you?
In my film I play a 32-year-old. I was very upset because originally so I'm 21. I was like, how dare you call me 32?
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong. I love that age as well. But वो scene है.
Okay, great. So people have started joining in. There is Rohini who has joined us. By the way,
Hi
guys, it's
Rohini.
Malishka's birthday. There is Charles. Uh,
Hi Charles. I
there
see
is
Sandeep
Sandeep.
Ghosh.
Yeah. So all of these people have joined, and Sandeep is the kind person. He wished you happy birthday. The
Wishing
first
me
one
happy
to wish you
birthday.
happy birthday.
Advance
Yeah.
वाला.
एडवांस वाला अगर तुम मुंबई में हो तो तुम्हें कुछ मलिश्का वहां से कुछ गिफ्ट विफ्ट भेज सकती है बिकॉज रेडियो पे वो सबसे
Thank
बड़े
you.
गिफ्ट मुझे लगता है उसके शो पे ही आते हैं मॉर्निंग शो जो करती है वो we'll talk about that and more but first thing I want to tell you that I have never chased मेरे चैनल पे आपने बहुत सारे सेलिब्रिटीज को देखा होगा I have never chased a celebrity so much in my life हम लोग आई थिंक 3 हफ्ते से ट्राई कर रहे हैं राइट एंड
जी जब से पिक्चर रिलीज हुई रॉन are
जब
you
से
saying you're chasing me or was I chasing you? I can't
No, no,
remember.
no. I wanted to do this more than you, clearly, seriously.
Do
And
we believe
there
in
are
Flapinko? Do we believe
multiple
him?
reasons which you will see as we go along. तो
Okay.
मलिश्का की
बाप
एक
रे
फिल्म आई है Amazon मिनी सीरीज पे जिसका नाम है पर्दे में रहने दो जो मैंने नहीं देखी अनफॉर्चुनेटली बिकॉज यूएई में आती नहीं है लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों ने देखी और टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में हमने उसको 3.5 स्टार का रिव्यू भी दिया था आई थिंक 3.5 स्टार जो मेरी कलीग ने रिव्यू किया है तो इट्स अ ग्रेट फिल्म सो गाइज वॉच इट वी गोना टॉक अबाउट दैट एंड अ लॉट मोर अबाउट मलिश्का सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज मलिश्का हाउ डिड योर जर्नी स्टार्ट एंड कैन यू हैव द
which
म्यूजिक
film?
अ लिटिल लेस बिकॉज आई थिंक आई
Yes,
कैन हियर
sure.
द म्यूजिक.
क्योंकि यार there are people in the pool. I am almost ready. Like इसके बाद तो मैं pool में जंप मारने वाली हूँ. सनिका खैर मैं
हाँ कर लो हाँ वो कर लो तब तक मैं ओके ओके दैट्स द मैक्सिमम cringe for going to see on my channel and I never thought मलिश्का के
Is this better?
इंटरव्यू
Is
में
this
होगा
better?
या much better okay there is also
देखो
Tanvi
पिक्चर
who has
में
joined us हाँ okay
हाय तन्वी पिक्चर में जितना मैं कवर्ड अप रही हूँ ना
I
उतना
know
अब मैं
सारी भड़ास
भड़कने
आज
वाली
निकाल दो
and
Ronversations
it's
पे
really hot in Goa okay it's just that
is
मेरा
it
ये pool वाला yeah it's
कितने डिग्री
really
है
hot
कितने डिग्री है
I don't know मुंबई में when I came it was about 26 27 that day क्योंकि वहाँ पर तड़तड़ती बारिश and there is
हाँ हाँ हाँ
गरजना बरसना Goa is much
oh
hotter
my mom's joined Jayashree Kotecha that's my mom
जय श्री जी नमस्ते नमस्ते जय
okay
श्री जी कैसा लगा आपको
yeah
रॉन
you
को
have to
टच
say
करके
that Thankfully, she can't. I'm sure she'll be answering in Gujarati, which half the people won't understand. My mom's Gujarati is epic. Hindi is epic, huh, by the way. She doesn't say coffee with Karan. She says Karan with coffee.
which
She
is
won't say
which is
J. She
which is
wants a
correct
J.
with Karan
Correct. Exactly. JW Marriott नहीं हाँ WJ Marriott. मतलब उसका हर चीज ऐसा गड़बड़ा के साथ
थोड़ा
है.
उल्टा होता है
थोड़ा
आंटी
उल्टा होता
मैं
है.
मालिश्क का हूँ
But your name, I'm sure she won't get it right. But anyway, let's jump into your journey. Like, how did it start? Like, how did you become this great, powerful RJ in Mumbai?
wow hi Jayashree auntie says hi how did I become this great powerful Mumbai na? RJ Mumbai in RJ. How did I become it? I don't know. Now that you're saying it, I even realize it. ऐसा मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था. मुझे I just really enjoyed performance art in any which form. मुझे तो ये भी नहीं पता था कि मैं बोल सकती हूँ for a really long time in my life कि मैं बात कर सकती हूँ, ये मुझे पता नहीं था. Though of course the people around me might differ. So now I made the volume में. But how did I become it? Wow, कितना deep question है. कैसे इसका जवाब दिया
मतलब
जाए?
कैसे शुरू हुई? How did you get your first break as an RJ?
हाँ, see now that is
Because
a
I तो
specific
remember
question.
since Win 94.6 कुछ एक
Yes.
आता था. There was a
So
girl called Devika who sounded like you.
yes,
और तब मैं ना रेडियो
Devika was
में
my.
कॉन्टेस्ट का जंकी था ना, तो मैं बहुत जीतता था छुटपुट चीजें इधर उधर.
Oh, you
आज ऑफ कोर्स रेडियो में
contests.
काम करता हूँ, लोगों को जिताता हूँ, बट वो टाइम कुछ और
और
था.
कभी-कभी
हाँ,
बुरा लगता है ना, कितने अच्छे प्राइजेस हैं
बहुत बुरा
यार,
लगता.
और हम
और भाई
कभी नहीं जीत सकते.
यूएई में कैसे प्राइस होते हैं? वहां तो 1,000 रुपए देते हैं, हम लोग यहाँ 1,000 दिरहम से शुरू करते हैं, लाइक और एयर
मेरे को यूएई में
टिकट्स और
काम काम
स्टेकेशन. हम
अमेजिंग.
आज
मेरे को यूएई में
हम
काम करना
ऑफलाइन बात करते हैं इसके बारे में.
है. I'm kidding. I love you, Mumbai. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
यू
Um,
जस्ट गेटिंग पोच्ड.
yeah, I know. I said it on YouTube. Okay, so how did my journey begin?
या.
I was always मुझे याद है बचपन में ना एक बार मेरी पड़ोसन मेरे बाजू में खड़ी थी. She was doing something. She didn't know I'd come out और मैं बातें कर रही थी.
हाँ.
She turned around and she said, "तू है?" मुझे लगा रेडियो ऑन है. And I was really young back then और मेरे दिमाग में बैठ गई ये बात. I think I was like, wow, मेरी आवाज. Radio at that point wasn't. There was no FM radio. My mom and aunt used to keep listening to the radio और मुझे लगता था कि but I've never literally मैंने कभी लोगों को बोलते नहीं सुना. नतीजा
हाँ.
ये कि I mean I'd heard of the big names but I hadn't heard them. So when I actually the audition started, I think it was 2002 when the audition started across Mumbai city. So I said चलो try मारते हैं. Even though internally I thought I was a shy person, but I also knew कि मेरे दिमाग में मैं बहुत अच्छी बातें किया करती थी. I said, ये जो बोल रहा है ना इसके ऊपर ये जवाब होता, फट करके ये जवाब होता, ये बोलना चाहिए. पर मैं बोलती नहीं थी. But I think college वगैरह के बाद I got a little more सशक्त. I did my media college from
सशक्त यू सेड.
Sapphires. Sashakt, yes. I did from Sapphires. I did my SCM, which is Social Communications Media. और तभी भी मुझे याद है कि इंटरव्यू मैंने यही कहा था कि मुझे रेडियो में काम करना है और तब तक ऐसा मैं आया भी नहीं था. तो मेरी तब वाली टीचर पूछती है व्हाई डू यू वांट टू रेडियो मिलिश्का एंड आई हैव नो लाइक आई एम लाइक नो आई थिंक इट्स अ मीडियम ऑफ ग्रेट पावर. आई थिंक कि तभी मुझे अंदर से कहीं पता लगने लगता है ना कि दिस इज गोइंग टू बी योर फ्यूचर. एफएम रेडियो आया नहीं था बट आई वाज लाइक मैं रेडियो करूंगी. The minute I left college, radio had become a thing और इतने बड़े बड़े ऑडिशंस हुआ करते थे रौनक. There used to be line जैसे लिंकिंग रोड में ना लोग ऐसे लाइन में खड़े रहते थे to
या.
audition because FM
या.
radio was the all the rage at that point.
या. या.
तो बड़े सारे लोगों ने ऑडिशन दिया था and all the radio stations were auditioning. जंप मारा किसी ने पानी में. मेरी बहन ने कभी कुछ. So
आई लव दिस लाइव एक्शन ना, मतलब पानी वानी उड़ गया, कोई गिर गया, प्लीज हमें दिखा देना कैमरा घुमा के. वी डोंट माइंड as long as your people don't mind being on
there
live
they
on
are
YouTube.
people. Do you all mind being on live on YouTube?
On Ronversations.
On
Ronversations is the name of the
Ronversations.
show.
That's my cousin and he's from Dubai only.
अरे वाह,
That's
क्या
Sachin
बात है. ओके ओके.
Mendonça and he hasn't seen my movie yet and I'm going to bithaw him and that's my sister and me and now a couple of others 5-6
मतलब
others
तुम
are
उनको
coming.
इसीलिए गोवा लेके गई हो ना कि सबको बिठा के मूवी दिखा सको एक कमरे में लॉक करके.
This is true. This is true. Though actually ज्यादा हालांकि जरूरत नहीं पड़ी because people are watching it और सामने से कॉल करके बोलना. Also because they can't believe it's me. मैं मेरी असली पर्सनालिटी और पूरी की पर्सनालिटी इतने डिफरेंस में है ना कि लोगों को लग रहा है कि कॉल करके पूछ ले बहन तूने बॉडी डब तो नहीं यूज किया. So coming back to there used to be really long lines.
लॉन्ग क्यूज.
I got I got selected for one radio station और पर उन्होंने बहुत वक्त लिया. You know when you're just जब आप अंडे से फूट कर बाहर निकलती हो you're waiting to start life. तब तक I was already I used to sing with bands. मैं कुछ ना कुछ किया करती थी. मेरे चैन नहीं अभी भी चैन नहीं है. But mine is more constructive now. But that time also I was doing lots of things. But that radio station was not getting back to me. और मुझे याद है कि मैं गुजरात में थी. I was doing a play. And they called me and they said you've been selected to be on. This is a very big radio station. Okay, आज भी बहुत बड़ा radio station है. And they told me कि तुम्हें ना weekend का show दिया जाएगा. इतना talent. I was like, नहीं. And more than that, the weekend show was not the thing. I am a very मेरे को ना ऐसे लगता है कि those who are good to you, those who are loyal to you, उनको आपने कभी नहीं करना चाहिए. So by the time मैंने इनके साथ already interview किया था, I interviewed with Win 94.6. Win 94.6 ऐसे, they heard, the first thing they heard, they were like, you are it, you must join us. I was like, hey, and I was like this really young thing, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, very cool. So they offered me the job immediately, and I said, जो हाजिर वो वजीर. तो मैंने बोला, it's a smaller radio station, but मैं कर लूँगी. But I've always been like that, मैं कर लूँगी. So I joined them, and then when this larger radio station called me, I said, sorry, I've already got like a job. And they just couldn't
Yeah.
believe that I was saying it because they were really, they still are a really large brand. They were like, are you sure? I was like, no, I've given my word somewhere else and I don't go back. So अभी भी जब मैं सोचती हूँ ना उस
एक बार
चीज के बारे में,
कमिटमेंट कर दी तो मैं किसी की नहीं
कर
सुनती,
दी.
हाँ, ऐसा
दिस
वाला.
इज इसलिए मैं बहुत धीरे सोच के कमिटमेंट करती हूँ. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम स्टिल सिंगल बिकॉज आई डू नॉट वांट टू गेट इनटू समथिंग बिकॉज हाँ, it's a scene. I'm a committer and then I go after things. If I've decided, I'm like, so then you have to see whether it's worth your time, your energy. So हाँ, तो मैंने with 94.6 की शुरुआत की. I used to do the night show. It was an English radio station back then. And then in the करते करते दिन में उन्होंने, you know, our jock back then, Veera, who's also still a good friend of mine, very good radio person. It turned Hindi. She became the programming head. And so then they asked me if I would do the morning. And I was really scared. I said, morning is morning. Morning. It's just all over the world. It's the
Yeah.
morning.
Let's tell
And
them because see guys, हम रेडियो वाले हैं इसलिए हमको पता है ब्रेकफास्ट शो इज द जान ऑफ द स्टेशन. It pulls the station everywhere and brands also come because if your breakfast show is strong, तो वो इसलिए वो बता रही है कि
yeah,
मॉर्निंग
it's
शो का महिमा क्या होता है.
yeah. I don't know if it's, I mean, I want to say that, you know, probably things have changed a little more, but yeah, because most people are traveling around that time, etc. Morning show is generally a revenue generator. Conversations that are important happen there, masti happens there. Anyway, so I was like, morning show karna hai, bahut badi zimmedari hai. But then I said, chalo kar lete hain. So I started, and in uh, that was 2 months later. I think in a year or so, 94.6 shut down. So it was really sad because that radio station still has so many fans. The last show ना अभी भी recorded है कुछ लोगों के पास, and the CDs are still out in the market, which is lovely for a radio station to have that much cult loyalty. And then for a year, then I did something called Rediff Radio, and a couple of other radio stations asked me, and I was really stuck in this कि करूँ नहीं करूँ. I remember another colleague of mine said, Malishka, जल्दी दूसरा radio station join करने वरना लोग तुझे भूल जाएंगे. And people squeak me as usual. I said, भूल जाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं, मैं फिर से याद दिला दूंगी. These are my little words. I'm very proud of that girl I was because हरी में कुछ भी करने का कोई फायदा नहीं, and you have to have that much trust in yourself. So a year later, Red FM asked me, and I still remember telling them, cool, I will do this. Like, cool, I will do this, but I will not work on Saturdays and Sundays. And it was a little bit of a thing because they were like, you know, Saturdays also. But the thing is, I had done 2 years between 94.6, और मैं तब सीख लिया था कि मॉर्निंग जॉब में जितनी एनर्जी, जितनी लाइफ ब्लड लगती है, और मैं बहुत ज़्यादा देती हूँ. थैंक यू गोमकाय. मेरे को 2 दिन छुट्टी लगेगा ही. Because I know how I work. So then they agreed to it. I said, bus on, and that's how it started. It's been 17 years now. Can you believe? और उसके बीच में मैंने बहुत सारी चीज़, हाँ, और एक और thing
17
that I
years.
told them, which I'm still
हाँ.
very proud that Red FM, I said, don't stop me. Which is, don't stop me from doing other things. I thrive, and I will always make you proud. I thrive on other things, and I'm really glad that that's what happened because there were instances in the past where I've been told, कि, oh, you know, we can only do this. कुछ और करने से पहले permission लेना पड़ता है. I said, मेरे को ये मत करो. जो भी मैं करूँगी, I will do it well. And तुम्हारा हमेशा, you know, it will always be a thing. It's not going to be a weird thing. So yeah,
नहीं पर ये
so
बहुत
that
बहुत
was
बड़ी
another.
बात है. या ये बहुत ये फ्रीडम बहुत बड़ी बात है. जॉब्स व्हेन
Yeah,
रिस्ट्रिक्ट यू देन दैट बिकम्स अ प्रॉब्लम नो मैटर हाउ मच दे
yeah.
पे यू.
And
बट
today you
ग्रेट
cannot do that.
it was
Today
I
you
mean
cannot do it. I feel people have are all multi-talented, और अगर आप
now तो of
लोगों को
course like
रोकोगे output, हाँ,
there are
नहीं.
people who are bankers by the day and moonlighting as some influencer in the night, and you
DJs.
know DJs in the night, or they're influencers, they are makeup artists, they're whatever, like you know. and
Yeah,
and and, and companies cannot stop them from following their passion
absolutely.
and
If
making
they know
money.
what's good, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that of course I think you were one of the trendsetters in that without knowing. Unknowingly you did that. But
Yeah,
you
I've
know
done a
when was
lot of
that?
that without knowing.
You did a lot of things, yeah. But you started interviewing celebrities and lot of.
हाँ,
कौन है भाई?
यही. अरे मेरी बहन, मेरा भाई, क्या
तो
होता
उसको
है,
ले
देखो
आ,
मैंने बोला.
ले आ उसको
मैंने
इतना
कहा
मतलब
कम नो.
हाँ आ जाओ कोई बात नहीं है.
आ
घर
जाओ,
का ही
कोई
शो
बात
है।
नहीं है, दिस इज फॉर
तो
पोस्टेरिटी ऑन यूट्यूब। हाँ, द पिंकोस
हाँ, बस
ऑल्सो।
बस थोड़े से मतलब थोड़ा सा अंग प्रदर्शन लिमिटेड रखना बस भाई।
पूल के बाजू में यूट्यूब लाइव करते हुए लोगों से बोलते हो अंग प्रदर्शन कम करो, स्विमिंग पूल में क्या साड़ी में जाएंगे?
नहीं नहीं,
हाँ।
चलो करो तो फिर करो। ठीक है। तो यू नो व्हाट आई वांटेड टू आस्क यू इज वी स्टार्टेड इंटरव्यूइंग लॉट ऑफ सेलिब्रिटीज, यू नो, तो ऐसे कोई एक्सपीरियंसेस सेलिब्रिटीज के साथ, बिकॉज़ वी हैव सीन योर इंटरव्यूज विद अ लॉट ऑफ सेलेब्स दैट यू डू, कोई ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस दैट यू वांट टू शेयर विद अस?
आई मीन कोई एक ऐसा तो नहीं है, बिकॉज I mean there are lots of them. I just had one rule that I will never get intimidated by anybody because my janta is much larger than. I have never been the kind that will be like so. And that has worked for celebrities as well, you know, for film stars and all. Because when you आप टक्कर से बात करते हो while being respectful and irreverent, तो मेरा हमेशा वही रहा, and it has been to extract max fun and max information. मैं वैसे भी बड़े दिल से इंटरव्यू करती हूँ. My interviews are not very structured. Like you can give me lots of prep. फिर भी मैं after a point I'll look at
डू
it,
यू
but
प्रेप फॉर इंटरव्यूज?
of course.
आई डू सी पूरा प्रेप।
प्रेप तो
तो
करना पड़ता है. प्रेप बेसिकली बिकॉज वो जिस फिल्म के लिए आ रहे हैं वगैरह, बाकी इट्स
हाँ,
ऑफ द कफ. इट्स वेरी, आई प्रेप बेसिक देन आई लेट इट गो, बिकॉज बेसिक वो एक एनर्जी एक्सचेंज होती है ना, तब यू नो व्हाट यू हैव टू आस्क. प्लस आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फन यार, दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फन राइट बैक विद मी, सो वी नो व्हाट, you know, what comes naturally is what works best while
but you
extracting
know,
information.
where that shows on your chats and everywhere. But you know, you also have this image of bajawing people, you know, like especially when you are in Mumbai, you can bajaw BMC,
Yeah.
Indian Railways, a lot of other government agencies that probably if they're not doing their job. तो ये जो हंटर वाली बाई का इमेज है वो कब और कैसे शुरू हुआ?
ये मुझे पता, आई थिंक ये हम सबके अंदर बसता है. जस्ट लाइक आई से ना, मेरी फिल्म की कुहू हर के अंदर बसती है. इट्स जस्ट आई बीन कॉल्ड ब्रेव ऑन वेरी मेनी ओकेजन्स एंड आई एम लाइक, मैंने क्या कर दिया? सच तो है, सच तो है, तो पूछ लिया, सच तो है. एंड आई थिंक डर पे जीना ना इज अ बिग प्रॉब्लम इन आवर पर्सनल लाइफ आल्सो. व्हेन वी वर्क आउट ऑफ फियर ऑन एनीथिंग, देन तुम खुद ही हिल जाते हो. दैट्स बोथ ऑफ देम. What, when you work out of fear, isn't it a problem? They have no idea what I'm saying. They're just saying jhoti. So
झूठी
yeah,
बोला,
whenever you
मुझे
work out of
छोटी
fear in
सुनाई
any,
दिया। अच्छा, शी इज
छोटी
यंगर
थोड़ी,
सिस्टर?
छोटी कभी नहीं बोली. That's my younger sister, and
हाँ, अच्छा,
they're just
तो
saying
छोटी
jhoti.
सिस्टर।
They're just जो भी है सब झूठ है. This is family. This is what they are meant to do. तू अपने पीछे अपने परिवारजनों को खड़ा कर, अच्छी बातें बोलेंगे.
फिर
I
खड़े
mean,
ही नहीं
they
होंगे,
obviously mean the best for you.
खड़े ही नहीं
खड़े ही
होंगे।
नहीं होंगे.
और
मैं ना एक
फिर
काम करती हूँ, उसको
माय
घुमा.
मॉम
हाँ. और ये
उल्टा उल्टा
खा रहा है
सीधा
बैठ
मिलेगी
के
फिर।
बेशरम गोवा में. Yeah, so I was saying कि whatever you do ना, basically मुझे ऐसे लगता है, and I've always, that has been my केंद्र बिंदु कि भाई सच है तो क्या प्रॉब्लम है? सड़कें खराब है तो पूछने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? You know, if it's trains,
बट
if it's not, and
हैव यू एवर
the
गॉट इनटू
uddesha is
ट्रबल
never
फॉर
बजाना.
हैव यू एवर गॉट इनटू ट्रबल फॉर बजाविंग, लाइक टू एन एक्सटेंट वेयर somebody
Of
got
course,
offended?
of course, of course. You know,
बीएमसी से
this
कॉल है
can
कि काय
happen with
करता मॅडम
everybody.
तुम्ही हे, तुम्ही काय करता, काय
Yeah,
बोलता
but
तुम्ही
it's also my
रेडिओमध्ये?
biggest. Yeah, they have, but what can they do? It's the truth. The people are with you. They will probably agree to it also in times of when they are shanto. And it's the point of the matter is never to bajao for the sake of bajawing, खिल्ली उड़ाने के लिए. अरे सच है, मैं 2005 की पैदाइश हूँ. रेडियो पर जो पागलपंती हुई थी during the rains, I'm a citizen. I'm
हाँ।
not just saying stuff from the off the top of my head,
हम्म,
right? I'm saying things because I've experienced them, and I am the voice of the people. You are the voice
हम्म,
of the people. You will say what. So it's the mandate of the people, according to me. Even though you know it's not, I'm not in a elected space or anything. But ये लोगों
हम्म,
की बात है, सच है. Or even though I got into trouble because it is the truth, people stood by me. I didn't get into so much trouble. मतलब I got into trouble. People still ask me, अच्छा ये 500 करोड़ का दावा लगा क्या तुम पे क्योंकि तुमने वो गाना बनाया? ऐसे अगर मुझ पे लगता तो मैं 1000 करोड़ का वापस लगा देती उनके ऊपर
ओह।
दावा.
But
और
your
मेरे
radio
पे यार
station
गाना.
stands by you, na? Whatever you do, they stand by you.
Well, yeah, because it goes up on their channel, it goes up there. That is
Yeah, yeah,
a thing to take up.
important. You
The
also
good
did
part is
that.
like,
Hmm. Sorry, go on.
no, the good part is like whenever you listen to the music, it's the radio station's music. It's what the people want. What we talk about is what me, my producers, what
Yeah,
we want
yeah.
to convey, what is important. Um,
Okay.
they don't come around telling me don't say this, don't say that, because obviously they have a thing कि भाई ये इतने सालों से बोल रही है, कुछ तो होगा.
And it's live. You can't
It's like
restrict it beyond a point. You also did that
absolutely
Sono Tuja Majavar
same
Tila
thing.
Majavar
हाँ
Bharosa Nahi.
2017 का
So that became a big
that's
viral thing, right? और हम लोग यहाँ यूएई में भी वो देख के कर रहे थे and all
I
that. Everybody did a
know
Me Too
it
on
became
that.
a worldwide hit. I thought कि हाँ
Yeah.
उसके बाद मैं एलन के शो में चली जाती. I thought,
Uh,
but even today people meet me on the street. अभी यहाँ पे गोवा में भी लोग मिलके they're nudging each other like मलिश्का मलिश्का just like सोनू सोनू they tell each other.
अच्छा,
So
that's why they
yeah,
recognized you, हाँ? अच्छा हाँ, एयरपोर्ट पे
also
और
one of
हर
the
जगह.
reasons. Yeah. But also one of the reasons. But I think they've also something or the other. Ma'am, we've seen you on TV. Ma'am, आप खतरों के खिलाफ में, all of this keeps happening.
Yeah. हाँ, but
And
you've done a lot of other things. हजार things you've done.
interviews,
Yeah,
हजार
interviews
other things.
also
I think
becomes
our interviews keep going viral.
viral.
मेरे
Yeah,
को ही
I know,
लोग
I know.
भेजते हैं कि तूने ये पूछा फिर फिल्म स्टार ने ये बोल दिया फिर बवाल हो गया. I'm like, oh.
मजा
So that
आता है
happens a
लेकिन
lot.
like as a journalist, as somebody who is asking questions, you want to ask questions that matter, right? You don't want to ask कि आपकी फिल्म इतनी अच्छी है,
Yeah,
आपको कैसे लग रहा है, like जी
correct.
हजूरी
बड़ा
करने का क्या
बोरिंग है
मतलब
तो
है?
आपको अच्छा ही लगेगा.
वही है.
Yeah, there's no
और
point, and you can't even use it. People want to see people as real people. Like they want to see you, me, their film stars as real people. They probably don't want to see them dragged through the mud. That's not something I do anyway. मुझे कोई
yeah.
मजा नहीं आता कि आपको मैं गंदगी से खींचूं.
वैसे
अगर a modicum of naughtiness, a modicum
या
of
irreverence या होता
you
ही
know
है.
irreverence, और
या
पता तो चले कि स्क्रीन पे आपको जो दिया गया है लिख के उसके
हाँ,
अलावा आप कौन है.
कौन है?
है
मलिश्का,
वो
वैसे
अलग
वैसे
पता.
वैसे where are you from? Like, you are such a Bombaya by
बॉम्बे,
your DNA. Uh,
मुंबई.
no,
Full
but
Mumbai.
origin, were you
Oh, but
born in
basically
Mumbai?
from Mangalore. Born,
Okay.
brought up in Mumbai, but my parents are Mangalorean. But I don't go to Mangalore that much. I chill in Goa more. Obviously.
Uh, okay. I want to also ask you about your film. Like, how did you get this film? So Malishka has done one film on Amazon mini series, because some people who are watching it in the UAE probably might not know.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे आई नहीं है.
You
तो
should,
उसका नाम
what,
है.
link
I will
the
put the link.
trailer.
हाँ हाँ.
Yeah, at least the trailer, because the
In the
trailer I put
description.
up on my Instagram,
Okay.
and that you can at least see a little bit. And then when you come to
Oh.
Bombay
And you are
or
sending me a
India for that
screener.
matter,
Yeah, you're sending me a screener that
you
I can
know,
watch. And, you know, you're
yeah,
supposed to do that.
that is my
So,
director. Yeah, Hina. Look at people asking for screeners.
and
But I will
Times
ask.
of India reviewer is asking for a
पहले ये
screener. You better send.
पहले पहले इंटरव्यू तो हो जाए. 3 हफ्ते से
हाँ,
कोशिश हो रही है.
ठीक है. तो
But
फिल्म का
तो
नाम है पर्दे में रहने दो. ओके.
yeah,
तो
it's on
ऐसी कौन सी
Amazon
चीज
mini
है,
series.
ऐसी कौन सी चीज है मलिश्का की जो पर्दे में रहने दो? लाइक लाइफ की.
सभी चीजें. मेरा बिलीफ ये है कि जितनी मैं दिखती हूँ बाहर उतना ही अंदर है जो आप कभी नहीं देखती. And it's cool. I'll give you access to as much as I want to. And it's a lot. वैसे भी I'll show you when I'm partying. ये वो जब तक जरूरत ना पड़े तब तक जरूरत नहीं है. But otherwise I'm pretty much open. Yeah. काफी ऐसा मुझे लगता ही नहीं कि कुछ छुपाने लायक है. When I
ये
but
फिल्म किसके
yeah,
बारे
just
में?
to
यू आर प्लेइंग a 32-year-old who just gets
I know
divorced,
अभी
and
तो
then she
20
goes
months
into the
ridiculous.
dating pool, and then she
Yeah,
realizes
so
about
Kuhu is
people are.
a character who is,
हाँ,
I think eventually when I look at her, वो बहुत strong है, but she's full of self-doubt. She has this mark on her face, which is a
हाँ,
birthmark, और वो उसको
हाँ.
निकलवाने जाती है.
I'll show people.
And
Wait,
during,
just for the context. You keep talking. I'll show.
oh, okay, so she has this mark on her face, which is what the film starts with, basically highlighting, किस तरह से एक तो समाज हमें एक निगाह से देखता है जिसमें हम अपने आप को ऑलरेडी अपने आप को कूट मरोड़ के रख देते हैं. you're fat, you're thin, you're fair, you're dark, which happens, you're older, you're younger. इसमें तो हम गुठमर के रह ही जाते हैं. उसके अलावा आप अपने को कैसे देखते हो? One is them saying the things to you, one is you already having judged yourself so deeply. So she's दोनों का शिकार. She's on the edge of a divorce and she tries a dating app. और इस dating app में, because she's so insecure about herself, उसकी best friend जो उसको dating app पर ले आती है वो उसी का चेहरा लगा देती है, thinking that she's so चाणी भी है थोड़ी सी, and then karma
हाँ.
comes to bite her also. And in the end, what is the resolution of that? She
Yeah.
talks to this guy being
Nice
someone
story.
else.
Sweet story. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's not just that one story. If you look at the film, each time I look at it, and I look at it a lot. But जब भी मैं उसको देखती हूँ ना, तो I see something new. I said, oh हाँ, it has touched this also. Like for example, मम्मी पापा और उसका relationship, or the whole thing when she's in office and she works at this place which is a modeling agency. And I don't know how many people will notice. I don't know if it's in the trailer, but there is a point where the model, who is the typical traditional model, right? Fair,
Yeah.
tall, good looking, straight है. वो कुहू की तरफ देखती है, कुहू अपने आप को देख के से अपना शर्ट नीचे खींचती है. Catch me pulling my shirt down for, मतलब खींचती है नीचे because she wants to cover herself.
Yeah,
Which is what these are things that women do
that
consciously,
happen.
subconsciously.
Yeah.
ऐसे या तो हम ऊपर खींचते रहते हैं या तो हम नीचे
And
खींचते
men
रहते हैं,
also
कुछ
do,
ना
huh?
कुछ.
Like we also
तुम्हारे
when
रीजन अलग है भाई.
और वो नहीं है मतलब body shaming is for everyone, like
I agree, and that is why I'm very glad you
it's
said this, Ronak, because a lot of men also said कि फोन से तो मैं भी relate करता हूँ, which is true.
हाँ
मर्दों के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा pressure है. It's a different kind of
तो
pressure that we don't see. हम
हाँ
औरतों का pressure तो दिखाई ही देता है. You can tell that
हाँ
when, मतलब in the news you can tell, and you can
true
tell in
true yeah,
marriage क्या marriage columns when they're asking for ऐसी type की
they're
बहू चाहिए,
asking
उसमें
for
दिखाई देता है. Fair, tan, बाकी मतलब, और आपका बेटा राजा बेटा, मतलब कोई भी
और
चल जाएगा, but
लड़कियों
बहू
का
ऐसी
फिर वो
चाहिए.
मुंह से बोल देते हैं ना कि हमको ऐसा लड़का चाहिए जो इतना
ये
कमाता हो, अलग रहता हो, पेरेंट्स के साथ नहीं रहता हो, बहुत सारी चीजें
like
होती है.
Marilyn Monroe famously said, I wish I could quote her, quote unquote, but basically she says, well, what is wrong with it? If you expect a woman to be pretty, can't we expect her to be rich? Or something like that. Though it's really not a criteria. I make my own money. I'm gorgeous and I make my own
नहीं
money.
you
और क्या चाहिए?
I'm not yeah you तो भाई अभी मतलब because you बजाओ people so much तो obviously your होने वाला पति must be also little scared, no?
Um,
तो
then he will not be my होने वाला पति, because ऐसे वाले
exactly
I will not be नहीं होगा. मेरे standards ही अलग है कि tall, dark, handsome. यहाँ
that would be
अंदर,
nice.
not even भेजा, it's an अंदर का vibe चाहिए.
ओके चलो तो अभी एक गेम खेलेंगे बिफोर आई लेट यू गो इनटू द पूल एंड सारी चुपती जलती गर्मी को मिटाने के लिए
Really, because I've
क्योंकि
started to take
आई
off this
वोंट आई वोंट
outer
स्टॉप यू
layer.
एनी मोर बट ये एक फन गेम है जिसका नाम है वर्ड टू
बता.
वर्ड जो मैंने इजाद की है
Of
करण
course,
जौहर से कॉपी करके.
all your creative juices. हाँ
तो
बता.
वर्ड टू वर्ड मतलब मैं एक वर्ड दूंगा, दो तीन वर्ड दूंगा, यू हैव टू से व्हाट एवर वर्ड कम्स टू योर माइंड फर्स्ट. ओके
हम्म.
ज्यादा सोचना नहीं है, ठीक है मलिश्का? बी इरेवरेंट,
हम्म.
बी थोड़ा कंट्रोवर्शियल एंड लेट दिस
Oh
वीडियो आल्सो
shut.
गो वायरल. ओके ओके चलो वील स्टार्ट. माय फर्स्ट वर्ड इज पर्दे के पीछे. सॉरी पर्दे में रहने दो. व्हाट कम्स टू योर माइंड फर्स्ट?
Shucks, what controversial can I give in this?
अरे से
Actor.
एनीथिंग बाबा, से एनीथिंग, व्हाटएवर कम्स
Actor.
टू योर माइंड.
Actor came to my mind. Because
ओके
it's the movie from which I've established acting.
ओके. रेडियो, व्हाट कम्स टू माइंड?
Life.
एक्टिंग.
What I want to do forever. One word only I have to give you.
नहीं चलेगा चलेगा, ऐसे नहीं है, इतना स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं हूं मैं. बॉलीवुड. बॉलीवुड.
In trouble.
Boycott Bollywood. That is my
These
next.
days. Yeah.
What comes to your mind when I say boycott Bollywood?
Don't. Sad.
Mhm.
No.
Okay. Easiest star to interview.
Easiest is anyone who returns my energy exactly the way I give it to them. Shah Rukh
तो
Khan.
नाम दो. शाहरुख खान.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Hardest to interview, like somebody you can't get through, somebody who is like you have to be very like Rekha
I
type.
remember I've done only one with Daljit Dosanjh.
Acha, it was a little hard.
Yeah, I mean at that point it was just that one time and it was very one wordy. So.
अच्छा one word. Okay okay. Word to word खेल ले उससे. Next time आएगा तो word to
हाँ.
word खेल लेना. ठीक है. If not RJ then
Actor.
which you actually I don't have to ask you because with RJ you got so many other things, right? Okay.
मैं डॉक्टर
Social
बोलूं राखी सावंत की तरह.
बोलो. You can do that. See, एक ही लाइफ मिलती है, जो करना है कर लो इसी लाइफ
जो
में.
कर ये मेरा सबसे परम बिलीफ है.
सही है ना? फिर तो क्या प्रॉब्लम
हाँ.
है? सोशल मीडिया, व्हाट कम्स टू योर माइंड?
So much hard work.
रियली है ना?
Hard work.
लोग को समझ नहीं आती है चीज.
Hard.
मुंबई, व्हाट कम्स टू योर माइंड व्हेन आई से मुंबई?
Dreams. Yeah, it's everything. Mumbai is just about everything.
What about Dubai? You came here last year when we met.
Oh my God, that is magic. Dubai is madness level. Dubai is shopping. मैं इतनी शॉपिंग करी, मैंने बैग के ऊपर, मेरी दोस्त बैठी है, नाहिद बैठी है
मुझे
बैग के ऊपर
मालूम है
बंद
मुझे।
करने के लिए।
मैं जब भी
फिर
मैं
उसके
जब
बाद
भी पूछता था तो मेरे को वही रिप्लाई मिलती थी कि शॉपिंग पे गई हुई है। Like,
हाँ यार, मैंने बहुत
because
शॉपिंग की,
we
थैंक यू
have a
दोबारा
common
चांस
friend,
दिया।
her name is Nahid,
यस।
she works with me, and I was going for a party, so मैंने इन सबको इनवाइट किया था, कोई एक बड़े से क्लब में हम लोग गए थे। बहुत अच्छा था वो, लगुना रिसोर्ट, रियली नाइस, आई
अरे
रियली
प्लग।
बहुत
आई लिव इन
मजा आया था।
बॉम्बे। या
और
मैं शॉपिंग की थी।
इसने जो जो चीजें की अभी मैं नहीं बोल सकता, क्योंकि वो तो चली गई करके, मैं दुबई में हूँ अभी भी। So I can't say anything.
ही इज
Okay.
मेकिंग दिस अप गाइस, आई एम वेरी सभ्य नारी, झूठा।
Okay. Finally, last though, first salary. Your first salary you have to tell us.
रबिश।
अच्छा, you.
was rubbish.
Just rubbish. Okay. I'll tell you mine. Mine was 7,333 पहली सैलरी,
But doing
टीडीएस
what?
काट
I
के।
have done so many things.
हाँ,
Like
मतलब
when I started
मेरा पहला कॉल
singing,
सेंटर का जॉब था मेरा।
when I started singing, it was uh, like about 2,000 bucks because I was singing. I was in college, but in
हम्म।
radio, my first salary was very good. I can't even, and that was my first job. Literally, it was very
हाँ।
good. I cannot complain. It was very good in 2002 के हिसाब से, it was very good
Wow, you're
because
blessed.
it was a
Okay.
superstar medium, not that point.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But you're still there. So yeah.
Yeah, now to we make more and better,
हाँ,
thankfully. But
yeah.
I'm just saying for a first salary back then, because after that it fell. I mean, in time
हाँ,
when lots of talent,
I know,
but
like
for our start
competition बढ़
salary, it
गया,
was
हाँ,
super
डिमांड
good.
सप्लाई।
बहुत
True,
बहुत
true.
बहुत good.
Or finally, before you jump into the pool, your experience on Ronversations.
Always good, yeah. Like if it wasn't 3 weeks too late, then it would have been even better. But like I am Mohit Suri has said something.
Mohit
Uh,
Suri, huh? Oh my God,
is
the
is
director.
is that? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
know.
he's offering you his next film. He's saying,
Head
I
shake
can't
pass.
read this too much light. Head
It's
shake
saying
pass.
head shake pass.
What does
What does
that
that
mean,
even
Mohit?
mean?
Please tell us. We are not going to end this live before you clarify this.
Until you don't tell us what this means. And I feel
And
like it's a reference that we should know and that we don't.
exactly. And
What's a
also
head
tell us,
shake pass, guys?
हाँ, और ऑल्सो टेल अस कि आप वही मोहित सूरी हो जो मलिश्का चाहती है फिलहाल देख रहा हो, या यू आर जस्ट अ
नहीं
नेम
यार,
सेक।
Mohit Suri, he would be, I know him. So.
अच्छा, हाँ, he wouldn't,
तुम बताओ whether he hangs on
हाँ,
your chat.
he he doesn't need conversations का सहारा to reach you, right? uh,
I mean,
okay, चलो finally
but thank you,
we'll
Ron. It was extremely lovely talking to you. He's not
same
telling us
here।
anything. He's saying head shake pass anymore.
हाँ, बस उसके
But
बाद कोई
thank you
आया नहीं
finally
है।
for doing this. It was great to
Absolutely।
talk to you.
By the way, where are
And
you
thank you
in
for
Goa?
wishing me.
Yes, yes, happy birthday
Some
तो I will
ये
बोला।
बहुत specific हो गया. I
अरे बट
have
नॉर्थ गोवा साउथ गोवा इतना बता दो।
oh I don't know it. We are in a space जहाँ हमने पूरा विला ले लिया है जिसका एक प्राइवेट पूल है.
अच्छा,
हमको इतना ही
वापस कब
चाहिए.
आ रही हो
इस
बॉम्बे? वो भी नहीं
बॉम्बे
पूछी।
बर्थडे के बाद
हाँ,
12
ठीक है,
तारीख.
चलो। अच्छा, बर्थडे
नहीं
मना रही हो,
पूछ
चलो
लो,
मना
ऐसे बोल
मना।
रहे हो जैसे तुम वहां मेरा इंतजार करोगे बड़ा केक लेकर आ रहे हो, बताओ.
Who knows? Who
But
knows?
who knows? But yeah, 12th I will be back. 11th is my birthday, and now I will get into the pool like,
Okay, okay,
and I
चलो।
will do social media while getting into the pool also.
Thank you so much, and all the best for your film and all the
Yes,
other films that you do. Congratulations
I
on
will.
getting
I
3.5
will.
stars in a review in Times of India. And
Yes,
once
that was
again,
lovely.
wish you a very, very happy
Please
birthday.
watch. Thank you. Please watch the film. You
Yes,
can
yeah.
follow me on my Malishka on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's called Mumbai की रानी as well. And वहाँ पर link है, पर वो आप सिर्फ इंडिया में
और
आएंगे तब देख पाएंगे.
ब्लू टिक भी है, बाय द वे, देख लेना, क्योंकि
हाँ
बहुत सारे
यार.
पैरोडी अकाउंट्स है यार, इसलिए।
हाँ क्या? मुझे भेजो जरा,
हाँ,
मैं वापस इंस्टा को भेज के बोलती हूँ.
अभी मैं देख
My
रहा था तो
Malishka. It's
बहुत
my
सारे।
Malishka. My
ओके,
Malishka.
माय मलिश्का,
म्हणजे तुमचीच
बाय
आहे.
मलिश्का।
Bye. Thank
बाय,
you,
हैव
Ron.
फन।
Have a great one. I'll see you when I come to
बाय
Dubai.
बाय बाय, हैव फन, हैप्पी बर्थडे
Bye.
अगेन,
Bye.
बाय।
Bye.
ओके, दैट वाज मलिश्का, द फन पैकेज दैट आई एम श्योर जो लोग मुंबई में है वो तो उनको सुनते ही हैं। शी डज दिस शो कॉल्ड मॉर्निंग नंबर वन, एंड शी इज every day on radio, on uh, in your car, wherever you are going. And now she's done a film also, which is why I wanted to talk to her. She's a friend as well, and whenever she comes to Dubai we hang out, but she is definitely a celebrity as well. तो मैंने सोचा कि मलिश्का से आप सबको बात करवाऊं, and that is what I did today. Hopefully you like this edition of Ronversations. If not, or whatever your feedback is, please let us know in the comments. As usual, please take care of yourself and those around you, and thank you so much for watching this one. Jai Hind.